Ladies and gentlemen, I did a video recently on the Federal Reserve, and I want to talk a little now about banking as such, fractional reserve banking, where you take in some money and you loan out a certain percentage of it. And in America it's 9 to 1 or 10% leverage or whatever, so that you bring in $100 and borrow out 90 and only keep 10 of it there. But officially, according to any of the people who want to come and take their money out at any given minute, you can give them all their money, maybe not all at once, but theoretically you could give them all their money, any given one of them. Fine, that's fractional reserve banking. What's wrong with that? Now, I'm going to defend it, not the 1 into 10 model. I'm going to defend it in a free economy. Now, in the 1800s, you had a variety of different banking models. One of them was a leveraged model, where you bring in $100 and loan out 75 and keep about 25. That's a 4 to 1 or 3 to 1, whatever, 1/4. You also had, however, banks that didn't loan your money out at all. You put your money in the bank, they put it on a shelf, they take a little percent off for running their bank and stuff. You come back and get your money, and you always know you can always get it, but they don't pay you any interest. On the contrary, they charge you for it. So you have banks that were leveraged very high that tended to go out of business once in a while. You had banks that were leveraged much lower than we have the 10 to 1 thing now. And you even had banks that didn't do any leveraging at all. All of these were available. So if you wanted 5 or 7 or 9% interest, go put it in one of these unstable banks. If you don't want any interest, if you're willing to put in $100 and have them keep it in a safe, and you can come back and get $99 later, fine, go to that bank. Or if you want a fairly safe bank that pays you some interest, go in the middle. That's how it should be. So I'm in favor of fractional reserve banking, only in the sense that if the free economy comes up with it and the people support and buy it, fine. If the people want, for example, I believe Paul McKeever is against fractional reserve banking. Perhaps not, I haven't heard him say that myself, but that's what I've heard. And to the extent that fractional reserve banking is bad, you should be free to go choose another type of bank, or start another type of bank if you don't like fractional reserve banking. But we can't say that fractional reserve banking as such is bad. All we can say is that government controls in the economy are bad. So, in defense of fractional reserve banking, it allows a growth in the money supply. And if you don't want to be involved in the riskiness of that venture, you should have the right to choose some other bank.